What's up, Taiwan? Good evening. I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. A suspect arrested in connection with the killing of 2 police officers on Monday has been denied bail. A district court in Tainan ruled that the man is a flight risk. The killing of the officers in the southern city of Tainan has ignited debate about protecting the country's law enforcement. As Bing Wang reports, police safety is now being discussed in Taiwan's legislature.
A moment of silence for 2 fallen police officers in the southern city of Tainan. The officers died after being stabbed multiple times while on the line of duty. They were chasing a man suspected of escaping from prison and stealing a vehicle. The suspect was arrested less than 24 hours later, some 250 kilometers north of the crime scene. President Tsai Ing-wen and Premier Susan Tsang personally offered condolences to the fallen officers' families. At the funeral, Premier Su called on Taiwan's lawmakers to protect the police force.
警察同仁所需要的相关法律的修正、相关工具的给予，以及执法的压力的减轻、解除等等，我们都做各方面的全盘检讨。
Following Su's words, legislators will debate on the use of police firearms, prison security, and increasing the budget for law enforcement. Currently, police that use of firearms could face criminal and civil charges. Lawmakers are looking to change that law.
过往在警察用枪的实际上面，难免会有一些警察担心后面的这个责任，所以现在条文写得很清楚。 就是依国家赔偿法的程序来处理。
Over the last 5 years, there have only been 7 police homicides, and around 2,000 officers were injured in the line of duty. Lawmakers say they will push to change the rules around police gun use, in the hopes this will help keep the people of Taiwan safe. Damon Lin and Bing Wang for TaiwanPlus.
A former mayoral candidate has lost a second master's degree over an academic plagiarism scandal. Lin Zhijian had already had 1 master's degree revoked for the same reason. The ruling Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP, had tapped Lin to run for mayor in the northern city of Taoyuan in November's local elections. But he withdrew 2 weeks ago after National Taiwan University concluded that he had plagiarized the thesis of his master's degree and revoked it. Lin denied the charge. But on Wednesday, Zhonghua University in Hsinchu, a city where Lin was formerly mayor, said he was also guilty of plagiarism while earning his master's degree from them.
认定林志坚均就本案硕士学位论文之写作，确实存在抄袭情事，且情节重大，并建议依法撤销林志坚均硕士学位。
7 more Taiwanese human trafficking victims are safely home from Cambodia. They are among the reportedly hundreds of Taiwanese who have been lured abroad by scammers promising high-paying jobs. Victims say they were imprisoned, tortured, and even threatened with organ harvesting. 4 of the rescued individuals are indigenous Taiwanese who were freed with help from lawmaker Wu Lihua. Wu helped organize ransom payments of more than $5,000 for each release. A new poll shows that a November referendum on lowering Taiwan's voting age would fail if it were held now. The referendum's backers say many people don't even know the issue is set to be decided in November. John Van Trieste reports.
In Taiwan, 18 and 19-year-olds are adults in every way except one. They cannot vote. A referendum in November could change that. Supporters say it's only fair.
18、19岁的国人，现在不管是在民法还是在刑法，已经被视为成人。18岁的男生还要当兵 ，OK？ 这一群人现在有公民的义务，可是没有公民的权利。
But a poll commissioned by supporters of the move shows that if the referendum were held this month, it wouldn't pass. Only 39.5% of respondents said they support the measure and intend to cast a ballot. But the threshold for passing is at 50% of all eligible voters. The poll also found that many people, 53%, don't even know the referendum is scheduled for November, coinciding with midterm elections.
就没有特别注意。
应该可以在一些广告上宣传吧。
就是因为其实附近的人也都没有提起来，就是可能都不知道。
The referendum's backers say that as the vote approaches, parties in favor need to do more to raise awareness and build support.
接下来3个月，当每一个候选人都在地方不断的拜票的时候，把握这个机会，跟我们的支持者沟通，说服我们的支持者，说服社会大众。10月26，我们一起不分年龄的投下这一票。
If the referendum passes, hundreds of thousands of young adults could cast their ballots for the first time in the next presidential election in 2024. Those advocating for lowering the voting age have less than 100 days to make it happen. Klein Wang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
The Taiwan Railway Labor Union is calling off strikes planned for several upcoming major travel days. The union says they made the decision after some progress in negotiations with management. The biggest concessions were a pay raise for over 1,300 of the union's lowest paid workers and an allowance for train operators and safety employees. The union had previously said they would not work on the day of nationwide elections in November and would not work overtime on public holidays in September and October. The union and the Taiwan Railways Administration have been at loggerheads over salaries and benefits as the government agency transitions to a state-owned company. A research group in Taiwan is urging people to avoid single-use plastics after finding microplastics in the fecal matter of several wild animals. Samples taken from a variety of habitats reveal that over 1,000 particles of microplastics were found all over Taiwan. Jaime Ocon has this story.
These researchers from Greenpeace Taiwan have made a shocking discovery. The water in Taiwan's forests and even fecal matter from several animals here contain traces of microplastics.
整个塑胶对于台湾陆域的生态系影响其实是很严重的。那我们真的就是有必要从源头有一些政策的推进，包括是减塑。
Microplastics are bits of plastic only a few millimeters long that come from larger objects like cups and bottles that are not discarded properly. Animals can easily ingest these microplastics, which then pose a threat to the animal's health.
黄喉貂会去吃人类丢在野外的一些厨余跟垃圾，它因为会在食物链的顶端上层所以它透过这种食物链的累积，可能让它比较高的机会去吃到这些塑胶的成分
Taiwan is already taking steps to cut single-use plastics, with restaurants across the country already using a small discount for customers who bring their own cups. But with the discovery of microplastics in remote places like the forest, environmentalists fear such government initiatives won't be enough. Damon Lin and Jaime Ocon for TaiwanPlus.
Foodies in southern Taiwan have something to celebrate. For the first time, the Michelin Guide for Good Quality Food has included eateries in Tainan and Kaohsiung in its Bib Gourmand list. This year's list recommends a total of 141 restaurants across Taiwan, featuring local Chinese and Vietnamese cuisine. Dozens of new restaurants are featured in the list, which provides a guide to high-quality food at moderate prices. The full Michelin Guide that includes fine dining in the country will be published in a week. Michelin started issuing guides for Taiwan in 2018. Two of Taiwan's top badminton players have advanced to the men's singles event at the BWF World Championships in Japan.
Nice.
Zhou Tianchen and Wang Ziwei have made it to the third round. World number 4 Zhou defeated his Canadian opponent to advance to the top 16. Meanwhile, Wang beat out a Chinese competitor to match his best performance in the World Championships. The tournament runs through this Sunday. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with the latest images from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. These pictures of Jupiter were created from a composite of several images and show auroras around the poles of the planet. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.